Good morning. This is RB Forex Trader, and as you'll see, it's Friday 24th of Feb, and I just wanted to quickly show you two demo accounts that I've run recently. Mainly, well, as you can see there, that's the 13th of the 2nd. That's when I started it, so 10 days ago. This is a $50,000 account. And I've taken it up to 82,153. Now, to people who say demo accounts are not the same as real, I say prove to me why. Of course they're the same as real. Statistically and risk management wise, they are exactly the same. If you're confident as a trader in your strategy, as I would be, and you had 50,000, you could easily trade exactly the same way, or you would trade exactly the same way, and make this sort of return. So as you can see there, we've made 32,153 on the 50,000. Now, I'm not too sure exactly what percentage return that is. I might just quickly work it out. For people that say 30% return is not possible or is unlikely, not realistic, that would be 32,150 minus 50,000 equal, that's a 64% return. And I'm going to say that's over 2 weeks, because we started on the 13th and we went to the 22nd, which was today. And that was 2 days ago, but these took profit last night at 12.50, so that's a 32% profit each week. So sorry to those people who say that you can't make 30%. I can, and I do on a regular basis. And when I first started trading 2 years ago, I was tripling an account in a month, which is I was taking a $10,000 account to 30,000. So that's actually more than 30%. But I aim for 30, it being a conservative level. Now, some people say I'm going to be the richest man in the world, but that's just all relative. Who says you're going to trade beyond what you want? If you're comfortable with $5 or $6 million in your life and you want to live on bank interest, or if you want to then go and buy bonds, or if you want to reduce your risk and just aim for 10% a week or 10% a year or 30% a year, you've got to take things in context and at that particular time. But certainly an Excel spreadsheet shows you that if you start with $1,000 and you make 30% a week, by trade 30 you're looking at $1.8 million. By trade, let's just look at trade 52, which is a year. That's just a ridiculous amount of money. So let's just say, we all have brains that can only and lifestyles that only sort of can handle and need a certain amount of money. So there's $5.3 million. If you're going to be happy with that, and you can make 30% a week consistently, you'll make that after trade 34. So I'll just take you to the other account that I ran. So that's 517, and this is 910. Okay, so I've made a $6,000 profit there. You can see 391211, and I started that with that would have told me what I started it with. I started it with 10,000, so that's easy to work out. That again is 60%, and you can see that those they were placed on the 9th of the 2nd, and closed. The last one was closed there on the 20th. So let's call it 2 weeks. 60% divided by 2 is 30% a week. So to the people who have who make the claims that it is not possible, I don't know what you're doing to make only 10% a month or 2% in a week or something. But seriously, you're missing out on a lot of profit. Look, maybe it's not your style, but if other people can do it, don't then attack them for proving that they can do it. Also, don't make the claim that a demo account doesn't reflect or mirror a real account, because that's just horseshit. And I think the people that make these claims just don't have open minds and have been taught to believe that there are very strict limits to how much money that they can make in a given amount of time. And that's just through conditioning and education, and sometimes you need to re-educate yourself, which is what people have said over history. People like Robert Kiyosaki and who else? Anthony Robbins. They've all said, forget your schooling, re-educate yourself. A lot of notable successful business people have all said this. Forget schooling. Bill Gates said the same, I think, if I'm quoting him correctly. So I'm very happy with my trading results, and this is just a little account that I've been running for my daughter for the last 4 weeks, and we started at 330,000. We're up to 1,085, so that gave us a return of 75% on the first week, 40% in the next week. Last week was no return. It was a sit and consolidate week, and quite challenging. And this week, as a result of big moves last night through the 50% fib, we made a 34% return. The averages on those are 75, obviously, 72, 48%, and 57. And the average for the month, the weekly average for the month, is 63%. So I hope you enjoyed seeing that and being inspired. If I can do it, you can do it, because I was not a mathematical student. I'm more of a visual and conceptual person. I spent 10 years as a photographer working in a studio and marketing trained. But if you've got a good mind and you've got good control over your emotions, you can do exactly as I'm doing. So good luck in your trading. If you have any questions or want to query anything with me, just give me a call or make contact. My contact details are pretty easy to find online. Cheers for now.